is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, August 6th. I'm Tori here with Al, and we are the captains of the Navy Blue team.
Yes, I like that.
I like that too.
All aboard.
All aboard. Brandon joins us from home. Let's see what team he's on. Team Silver Streak. I really like it. How you doing, buddy?
I was just going to go with Private First Class for Team Midnight Purple.
Oh, whoa.
Because of the shirt.
He took it. I really enjoyed
Yeah,
that. Thank you so
good,
much.
man.
Thank you. Switching total gears here. I know a lot of you have been looking at footage throughout the night and this morning. The search for survivors is continuing right now in Beirut. At least 137 people are dead and more than 5,000 are wounded. And get this, 300,000 people have been displaced from their homes. There are some really shocking videos of the explosion coming out of Beirut, including this, a wedding video of a bride in her dress. She's seen smiling, looking radiant, and then the whole scene is rocked by the explosion. Oh my God. And shockwave, nearly knocking her off her feet. She runs for cover, so does the cameraman. The bride says that she is lucky to be alive. What a shot that is. Next, a man on a jet ski caught the explosion on video. He goes into the water as the shockwave approaches, but he keeps on filming, even catching the giant plume of smoke afterwards. And finally, a live mass was being broadcast when the explosion hit. And you can see the priest continue with prayers at first, but then the ceiling begins to fall in and we see the priest run. Oh my God, run for cover. Good Lord. Oh my God. It's a 9/11 for them. It's a Hiroshima. It's everything. Brandon, you have a friend who has family in Beirut or in Lebanon. Tell us about what's going on firsthand there.
Yeah, one of my best friends, before, just to give a little context on this, I remember when she went over to the American University of Beirut, I believe back in 2005 when we were in college, to study abroad, and I would Skype with her, and you can see in the background, the skies would be filled up because they were in the midst of a war, and she actually had to come back home. So the first person I thought about when this happened, and I waited a couple days to text her because I know she wanted to talk, talk to her family. And she told me, Tori, it was heart-wrenching FaceTiming with her family. I mean, the morale is already low over there because of the downfall of the government, and people can't get money out of the banks because of the economy. And then COVID comes in. It's like, now this, where's the hope? Where's the hope? Hope has come to frustration and anger, and I just pray for everyone over there and anyone who's been affected by this.
I do too. Here's some hope for you. Here's some Beirut citizens cleaning up after the rubble. It's an incredible video that I saw, and they literally, looks like the streets were never touched. And I just want to let everyone know the citizens of Beirut have every right to be mad that those chemicals were stored improperly for 6 years. They have every right to be upset, to be angry, and so we feel you, and if you want to write in and you know people firsthand, we'd love to hear from you.
Tori, I just want to say thank you, Brandon, for kind of giving us the whole story. I think we tend to look at stories and just focus in on them, but you explaining that the economy has been down, that the government is down, and just all over the world, coronavirus has our morale as a species down. So thanks for bringing that in. I appreciate that. And
also, there was a port where it exploded, and Lebanon and Beirut is based off of seafaring trade, and a lot of the port was a major economic boom for them. So we're thinking of you. Moving on to the coronavirus, as Al said, there's an outbreak here in America. Is it the worst in the world? That is according to Dr. Fauci. Take a look.
Quantitatively, if you look at it, it is. I mean, the numbers don't lie. Every country has suffered. We, the United States, has suffered as worse or as much or worse than anyone. I mean, when you look at the number of infections and the number of deaths, it really is quite concerning.
And what's so sad is we had all the resources, or we were at least better off than some countries. Over the past 7 days, one person has died every 80 seconds from COVID-19 in the United States, and that pace appears to be accelerating. That's according to NBC News. Think how many have died during our program. One continuing problem that many officials across the country are dealing with is people who are throwing these massive house parties like you see here. So the mayor of Los Angeles, look at this, that's outrageous, threatened to shut off water and power to homes found to be hosting these types of parties. He said these homes have essentially become nightclubs and that the consequences ripple far beyond just those parties. Good in my head. Al, am I going too far? Shut the water off.
I mean, you have to do something, but at the same time, you know, Brandon, I'm sitting here as a 43-year-old man and saying that's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if 26-year-old Al wouldn't have been doing that.
Yes.
Since we're being completely honest.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
You would never have
because
done
you're
that.
ridiculous when you're 23. You're ridiculous when you're 25. I'm not saying it's right, Tori. I'm saying that people are expressing, we're seeing people express their frustration through anger in obituaries. We're seeing people express their frustration through kind of giving up and just saying, let's go party.
This is stupidity. Don't you have
It is absolutely
But you have your
stupid.
grandmother tattooed on your arm, and if you thought about your grandmother, you would never go to one of these things, 26 or not 26. Don't you think?
I would hope so. What do you think, Brandon?
I'm sorry, I'm with you, Al, because if 35-year-old Brandon didn't have Daily Blast Live or wasn't part of the New York Giants organization, I would be right up in there with him. Tori, you're talking about shut the power off, shut the water off of the water parks that are open here in New Jersey. Shut the water off at Disneyland. Disneyland is open right now.
Great point.
So I think a lot of people are like, instead of having one universal rule, well, hey, no one can gather over a certain amount of numbers. You're letting certain businesses and you're letting certain things open and flourish. So people are like, hey, if we live in a world where you can be taking bridal pictures and an explosion go off, I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to die inside the house. But people, please still be safe, wear masks, and we need to get this thing under wraps really soon.
And we're not advocating for this.
No, right.
We're just trying to get to the
point.
mentality of why people are doing this.
Right, and I do want to say, Brandon, that's a really great point, to be honest, because there's no consistency. So at some point, people are going to make their own rules when you don't have a national mandate for how many people wearing the masks, all of that. So I do see it's sort of an ad hoc punishment, right?
And
I do
also
hear that.
now you have all these states, these contiguous states that are together. So we have, we might have a state that's in serious lockdown, and then right then we have Georgia, where churches are open.
And kids are going
We have
to school.
other states where bars and gyms are open. We have other states where they're not. So there's no consistency. So if there's no consistency, like you said, Brandon, people are like, I don't want to go to the gym, but I do want to go to this party. Or I don't want to go to this party, but I do want to go to church. And at the end of the day, what does it matter where you got it?
Yeah, wow. Interesting conversation, you guys. Please keep writing in. A lot of you are writing in about Beirut and also how frustrating this all is. And it is. We're with you. Trust us. We're with you. Brandon, stick around in your Midnight Purple coming up on DBL. Our medical expert, Dr. Pyle Coley, is back on the early show with more answers to your coronavirus questions. Then from his roots and reality show to wrestling fame, Mike The Miz has a new summer project for the whole family, and he's telling Brandon all about it. As we go to break, though, take a look, because we here at our empty studio believe in COVID, and we are trying to stop the spread of it. That's why everyone is pretty much working from home. We'll be right back. Welcome back to DBL. School is back in session in some parts of the country, and already students are being sent home to quarantine. So a second grade student in Georgia tested positive this week, forcing the entire class to go home. This was only after 2 days back in the classroom. Earlier this week, we showed you these alarming photos. These are students in Georgia packed into a hallway with little to no masks in sight. Doc, where are you? She's in pink sorbet and polka dot. She looks like a medical Audrey Hepburn. Unbelievable. Dr. Payal Kohli joins us live. Welcome. School openings are the hot button issue right now. But before we get into it, I have to bring up a quote from President Trump. Yesterday, he shared a video claiming that children are, quote, almost immune from this disease. Now, I want to make our audience very clear. The post was taken down by Twitter and Facebook for being false. But Doc, another scenario where now we're hearing things from different sources. So I'm asking you, an expert, how high is the risk of COVID-19 when it comes to children?
So scientifically, children are not immune from catching COVID, and they're not immune from spreading COVID. Now, some studies have suggested that the risk of children contracting COVID is about 1/3 as much as the risk to adults. And we've also seen that nationally, less than 2% of the cases occurring in the United States that are confirmed are in kids under the age of 18. But Tori and Al, there's two really important caveats to this data that we have to keep in mind. The first is that so far during the pandemic, our kids have been relatively protected at home. So they've been staying home, they haven't been going to school, and that could be one of the reasons that we're seeing fewer cases in children. And as they go back to school, the number of contacts increase. Some studies are suggesting they're going to have 3 times as many contacts as the average daily adult. We expect the cases to go up. The second caveat is that children tend to have milder symptoms, and they're the least tested population out there. So we may actually be underdiagnosing the cases in kids. And so the bottom line is really we need more scientific data to know for sure what the risk to our kids is, but they're definitely not immune.
Good to know.
Well, that's the thing, Doc. We know what we have a good idea about what happens to adults that catch COVID-19, but what can we look for in our children? Like, how will we know if they're affected?
So, Al, what we know is that about 90% of kids have mild or no symptoms, and these symptoms tend to be similar to the symptoms in adults, with fever and cough being the 2 most common symptoms. Interestingly, we're seeing a lot less shortness of breath in kids because it tends to involve the lungs less. But we have seen kids of every age die from COVID-19, all the way from infants up to teenagers. And we've also seen that some kids can have a complication after the infection, even if the initial infection is mild, called multisystem inflammatory syndrome in children, which can be life-threatening.
Yeah, I've heard of that with rashes and stuff on the skin and everything. Yeah. Doc, what do you recommend right now to people watching that are saying to themselves, do I send my kid back to school? We have hosts that don't know this answer.
This is a really important question, Tori, and I would say there's one key decision point. So the first thing to do is to assess the spread in the community. If the spread is going up in your community, in my opinion, that's a non-starter. Learning at home is safer. Okay. If the spread is stable or it's going down, then I do think we can get our kids back safely, but we need to talk to the school about what types of precautions they're taking. And personally, I was appalled that the Georgia schools had made masks optional, because I think that absolutely needs to be mandatory based on the science.
Yeah, a lot of people writing in saying, why don't people just listen? Do you think at some point there's just going to have to be a national mandate for all this? There's going to be consistency like we talked about earlier, or else it's never going to catch on for Americans?
I think that's the problem. In Georgia, they're saying the reason they didn't make it mandatory in schools was because there was no state mandate. But whether there's a mandate or not, we know the science. We know what we have to do. And making masks optional for teenagers is the worst idea, because they're not going to wear it.
No,
you're
absolutely
right.
So
you have to really do top down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Kohli. You'll be back
I always
tomorrow.
feel like I know more.
What's that?
I always feel like I know more when I talk to him.
Don't you feel like a little bit smarter?
Very much.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Dr. Kohli. You'll be back for Fact or Fiction Friday. I love that. If you do have a question, guys, about coronavirus you do want answered by Dr. Kohli, write us on social media. Email info@dailyblastlive.com. Either way.
Should they write me? Because I know a lot.
No panic, just prevention and precautions. We'll be right back. Welcome back to DBL. Mike "The Miz" Mizanin got his start on The Real World, which I loved. He became famous in the WWE and is now making a splash hosting USA's Cannonball. Brandon spoke with him earlier. Take a look.
Mike "The Miz" Mizanin, thank you for joining DBL, man. I have to ask you, so how are you getting adjusted to this new socially distancing period that we're living in right now?
You know, honestly, I've just been able to spend a lot more time with my girls. My daughter's 2 years old, and every day is a new day. Like, you have no idea what's in store for you. And then I have a 10-month-old who's learning to crawl, and honestly, any day now she's going to be walking. And then I'm going to have 2 little girls running around this place, and it's going to be absolute pandemonium.
Hey, forget the wrestling workouts. Chasing around little kids is just enough exercise for you, huh?
Being a dad is the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
All right, well, let's talk about WWE, you being a WWE superstar. Obviously, The Miz is one of the top wrestlers in WWE, but for those of you who have known you and followed your career, The Miz was actually born during the Real World, back in your Real World days. So, was that pure luck on how it's all coming to fruition?
Yeah, Real World back to New York. So when I was on that show, I was kind of the outcast. Nobody really liked me. I was in an uncomfortable setting. So I kind of created this character called The Miz that was kind of my outlet, that could tell people exactly how they felt. And Mike wouldn't get the repercussions. The Miz would. But then it started happening where people liked and respected The Miz more than they liked Mike. So it just created a character. And when I went home, I was asking myself, what did I want to do with my life? And I said, I want to become a WWE superstar. And everyone laughed at me and said, you're 6'0", you're 200 nothing pounds. And I said, I'm going to get every tool possible, and I will use charisma, I will use hard work, I will use dedication to become a WWE superstar.
Man, you just motivated me, man. But I love the way you rebranded yourself for sure, and I love what you've been doing with your career, man. You've worked with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. What's it like working with The Rock, the wrestler and the actor?
I was filming my first movie, and I called him, I texted him, and I said, hey, man, is there any advice that you can give me to doing this whole thing? Like, this is my first movie. I really want to do it well. I've honed in, I've locked in. Is there just any advice? And not a minute went by, and I got a phone call, and it was Dwayne. And Dwayne's like, and literally he talked to me for an hour, just about everything that is just preparing me and motivating me and guiding me. And he didn't have to do that.
Sounds like a victory to me, man. And that's like my Michael Strahan. When I got to meet Michael Strahan my rookie year with the New York Giants, from then he's helped me with my career going from football to daytime TV. So I'm glad you got that opportunity to meet with one of your idols. So we've talked about Mike "The Miz," the wrestler, the actor. Now let's talk about you as the host. Cannonball puts your contestants through some slippery situations. So can you tell DBL Nation, what's this competition all about?
I mean, the tagline is the biggest, wettest, wildest water sports competition out there, and it creates for some highly entertaining feats. And the stakes are real. $10,000 is on the line, and it's a game changer.
You all can catch Cannonball on the USA Network. Mike "The Miz, thank you for joining DBL. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to DBL. Al, you know what time it is?
What's that?
It's time for those sweet, sweet deals.
You mean those deals I love?
Those deals you love. That's exactly right. Earlier, Stephanie showed me some really cool products at even better prices. Here's this week's Deal Blast presented by
me?
No, by MorningSave.com.
Oh, I love them.
All right, what do you have for us today, Steph?
First, I've got the Chefman Extra Large 8-quart programmable multi-cooker. This is one big powerhouse of cooking that can accommodate pot roasts, soups, desserts, and more. Normally, and understandably, this is $150.
Sure.
But we got it for $69, which means you're saving 54%. Okay, next, this is the Bellezza lightweight blowout kit. And it also comes with 2 different sectioning clips with an alligator jaw, which means you can section it all to make sure everything's dry.
Right.
Now, normally, this kit is $250, but right now it's only $29, which means you're saving 88%, Tori.
Blow me away with that Bellezza. That's amazing.
Okay, now Tori.
Yes.
This is the Cocoa charcoal teeth whitening set.
Ooh.
So you get 2 different jars of this powder, which you can gently brush on with your toothbrush onto your teeth to get white, pearly white teeth. So normally this is $40, but right now it's $12.
What?
Which
For
means
2?
you're saving 70%. And last but not least,
Whatever
this is
this
the
is.
Pop Sonic LED 7 times magnification vanity mirror with this gooseneck. So this means you can mount it to like any surface. Normally it's $60, right now it's only $25, which means you're saving 58% on keeping glamorous at all times.
Thank you so much, Steph. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. All right, Brandon, are you like me, and do you like to get like insanely up close with your magnification in those hotel mirrors when you can like see how your eyebrows are growing? I'm gonna get that mirror.
I mean, for the sake of the show, Tori, I'm going to go ahead and say yes, just for the improv. But, you know, I don't really have an eyebrow problem. But I will tell you a story about the multi-cooker. I have that, but I burnt a pot roast, so I haven't used it since.
Oh, you got to get back on that horse, man. The chef man is everything.
Yeah, and also, that's on you. That's not on the cooker.
Agreed.
Don't leave for the weekend and come back like, what happened?
I don't know. Maybe I'll see you every day. We'll see you same time.
Love you,
same
man.
place tomorrow.